Hello, Stover Tigers. So today I'm going to talk to you about our Stover late form. We do have this policy this year at Stover Middle School. This is for all grade levels. All students must abide by the late form policy. So what I'm going to show you right now is what the late form looks like, and then I'll kind of go over what the policy is and then how to access this form. So the Stover late form, it looks the same across the board for any subject area, any grade level. What students will do is they will type in their name. So if I were to type in my name, first and last name, and then I'm going to go to which class that this late form is for. Let's say it's for 6th block, and then I'm going to type in the date. So let's say October 30th, 2020. Okay. Following that, what you will do next is the student will then type in what the name of the assignment is. So let's say that it's a vocabulary. Make sure that you indicate exactly which vocabulary assignment it is. So let's say landforms and bodies of water. And so each late form that you submit should be for one assignment. You should not be submitting a late form for multiple assignments. Again, the whole point of this is to try to get students to not turn things in late, because then you have to fill out a late form. And if you have 10 missing items, you have to fill out 10 different late forms. So we're trying to encourage students turning in work on time. And then by looking in Power Schools, you can look at when the due date for the assignment was, and then you'll type in how many days it was late, okay? So make sure that you check that out. Then we require the students to fill out why they did not do their assignment on time. Since this is an online form, the best way to go about this is if you just highlight it, choose a color, and that will give that answer. Okay, if you have a paper form, you can just check off your answer here as well. And then if you have any explanation as to why you didn't turn it in, please type it in here as well. It's all accessible. And then what strategies can you use next time to make sure you turn in the assignment on time? There's a bunch of different options here. Again, we're trying to encourage students to not turn things in late. And find a solution this time around so next time it doesn't happen again. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight something. And again, this explain why this will help you turn in the assignment on time. We're reflecting on what we can do better and get things in on time, and then what practical things can you do. You're going to fill that out. Again, this is not just a late form, but it's also a reflection, because we want to try to end students turning things in late and turning things in on time. And then here at the bottom, parent or guardian, you'll just fill in your first name, last name, especially if it's an online form. And then same thing, student will sign first name, last name. Okay. Okay, so after you complete this, then you will click the share button. And with the share button, what you will do is you will type in the teacher's email address. So all teachers' emails are first name dot last name, and then normally it'll pop up. If it doesn't, continue the email kcsdschools.net. These email addresses are available on the teachers' websites, on the school website. Again, first name dot last name at kcsdschools.net. So make sure that you do that and click done, and then it will share with that teacher. So how to access these, you will go to all the teachers on their Google Classroom. So I'll go to my Google Classroom here. They have the late forms accessible under classwork. So if you scroll down, find the late work form, you can find it right here. So whenever you click on this on Google Classroom, I went ahead and put in what the late form policy is. I'm going to go ahead and read this out to you guys. So for the late form, if any work is turned in late, it's 10 points off a day for the grade for a maximum of 50-point deduction. After 5 days, the highest grade will be a 50. So the students can get up to no lower than a 50% if they turn in the assignment late. Late work will not be accepted without a completed late work form. Late work forms can be found on Google Class Drive or attached to the student handbook. They must be signed by yourself and sent to both your teacher and parent via email. Assignments will be accepted up to 10 days after the due date unless interim and report cards are due. After interim and report cards, you cannot turn the work in late anymore. Zeros will be entered in the gradebook for assignments not turned in on time. So if you see in Power Schools there's a 0, it means it was not turned in. And if you want that 0 out, you have to do this late form. And again, if you are absent, you have 5 days to make it up without penalty. The above consequences will apply after 5 days. So after 5 days, you still haven't turned in an assignment when you were absent, you are still responsible for doing the late work form after 5 days. If you were absent, you turn in something, you see your teacher has not fixed that 0, just send them an email and say, hey, I was absent, I got this turned in within the 5 days. And then their teacher can change that grade. Okay? Whenever a student clicks on the late assignment in Google Classroom, it's going to automatically make a copy for them so they can edit the document. There are some situations where if they cannot edit this document, what they're going to do is you are going to click on a file, make a copy, and it'll make a copy, and you can put copy, or you could type in your first name, last name, or the name of the assignment, whatever that is, and then you can edit that copy. And the same thing goes, you'll share it with your teacher by clicking the share button up in this top right hand corner. Okay. Another way that students can access the late form, the easiest way is through Google Classroom. Another way here is in our daily agendas. The teachers that have daily agendas, most all of them have the late work form linked. So you can see on each day, I have the late form linked here. I also put my email address to make it easy to access. So again, click on it, and then it'll give you the late work form. And again, if you can't edit it, just make a copy of it by going File, make a copy, and then you can edit it, and always share it with your teacher. Otherwise, the teacher will never see it. Okay? So again, this is school-wide policy, and you need to make sure that you are completing late forms if you want your grades updated, and you need to do it within 10 days. Okay? That is it. Hopefully that was clear. And make sure you're getting those assignments turned in on time. But if you're not, please complete the late form and share it with your teacher. Okay? All right. Thanks. Bye.